awesome sprinkles.
Hey YouTube, Awesome Rider here with a small little bit of fun behind the scenes Power Rangers stuff. Mainly, I think it's going to be Cosmic Fury. There was a picture taken, I believe it's for one of the Robo suits that's going to be in the mmpr Once and Always special, and then people spotted in the background some suits from other Sentai series that we have yet to use, that they're speculating we could use in Cosmic Fury maybe. I'm going to probably almost guarantee we wouldn't see any of these random suits in Once and Always. I think especially since they're making these special versions of the old costumes, I think anything we'll see in MMPR's special will be MMPR related. But it leads people to speculate if we're going to use suits from unadapted Sentai. People have identified one from Zyuohger, which was a character whose name was like Bunkley, Barnacle, whatever this dude's name was, but he was in Zyuohger. People have identified that. There's another one that apparently is from Lupinranger versus Patranger. I'm terrible at identifying stuff like that. I probably would have recognized Bungley, but I wouldn't have remembered his name until people pointed it out. But, as you know, probably if you're a regular viewer, I'm not a Monster of the Week guy, so, I forget every Monster of the Week the instant they pass by. I think all I remember is, Pudgy Pig and that one ice guy from Dino Charge that kept showing up every 5 minutes. Again, it causes speculation of are we going to use these and in what form? Of course, you're going to have people more wild speculating about the role of other Sentais being adapted. I mean, I'm 99% sure this is going to be either as simple as we're just using monsters from other Sentai, because obviously we've done that before. In recent years, we've used some Tokyuger monsters in other series. That's not outside of the box. Or it could be as simple as they just have them. There's a good chance that there is, and I'm not sure if someone's ever commented on this or confirmed it, but I feel like there's a decent chance that there's been some props and stuff that have been sent over that they never end up using and that they just have. So that very well could be the case. I think those are the two most likely options. Like I said, it's going to either be used just for the purposes of something original, or it's just there and we might not even ever see it, or maybe it was an idea that was cut or something like that. Maybe at one point they ordered the suits for something or another and then they decided not to use them. I've speculated in other videos, just for fun, for Cosmic Fury, that since we're going out into space and stuff, it would be cool, if we were to meet other Alien Ranger teams and they happen to be the unadapted Sentai suits just for fun, and then, oh, that's the monster we're facing. But I doubt that's going to happen. I just like to throw that out there for fun. But that's obviously something people could more wild speculate on, oh, what if we meet a team that's Zyuohgers and we use some Zyuohger footage and stuff like that. But I think, again, it's more likely that these are just going to be used as other enemies that we meet in space. You kind of could question why, because, we have the Q-Ranger costumes we'll probably be using that we're going to try to match up with the footage and also some other original stuff. But I think it's kind of neat when they do stuff like that. Maybe it fits a vibe they're going for. Honestly, especially with the Void Queen, that fits so well. It integrated seamlessly for me. It didn't feel out of place at all. If I wouldn't have known about Sentai, I'd probably be happier. But also, if I wouldn't have known about Sentai, I probably would have just assumed that came from the Sentai footage, because the whole vibe of Void Queen fit in with the Void aesthetic for me. I thought that worked well. So maybe there's some that will fit in perfectly, they've seen a suit from Zyuohger or Loop-Pat and thought oh, this fits what we want to do here or not. But I like that. I think it's creative. That is one of the cool things about knowing about the Sentai stuff, is when they do different things like that, you can appreciate the creativity. That's one thing I do like about how we built PR's foundation on all these crazy adaptions, especially the early years, is this interesting amalgam of all the different things we had. When you go to MMPR Season 3, within that one series, we had Ranger elements, we had Die Ranger elements, we had Kaku Ranger elements, we even had Kamen Rider Black RX in there technically with the premiere, which is crazy. And later on in Wild Force, we used stuff from B-Fighter for the villains. Look at how many different aspects of different seasons are in that. And I always liked that creativity, and we're obviously doing something, which is one of my favorite things about the idea of Cosmic Fury, is this kind of throwback to the original days of mashing together these different things with our original version of these new Dino Fury Ryu Soldier suits, plus we're using footage from another season. So I like the idea possibly of other villains appearing, especially if we need to fill it out for something. Maybe there's going to be a scene where Zed or somebody has a bunch of monsters and it's kind of filled with some other characters and stuff like that. Overall, I do like that. It's a small thing, but I don't mind it. I wouldn't get our hopes up about anything else or, speculate. I'm sure there's going to be somebody out there that speculates, oh, are they getting ready for a Zyuohger adaptation next year? I wouldn't get your hopes up for anything big, oh, we're going to suddenly integrate other suits into the season, or it's going to be, sign of a next adaptation. I think it's just as simple, like I said at the top of the video, either we're going to be using other monsters from other seasons, or they just have them and they might not even end up using them. But it's cool to see and cool to speculate and fun to speculate about maybe some of your favorite monsters from seasons like Zyuohger or Lupat. Yeah, that's about it for this one, guys. Let me know what monsters that we have from those unadapted seasons would you maybe like to see used in Cosmic Fury and such, just to show up for either a one-off villain or maybe a regular reoccurring villain. But until next time, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and climb the steps between that bell so you get notifications for my videos. Dawson Ryder, signing out.